Hi guys, welcome back. I'm Ashley Rose, and today we're going to be talking about the new moon in Scorpio that happens November 4th, 2021. New moons are a start of a new lunar cycle. They're a moment to rest, recharge, and reset what we've been doing in the past month, to start new projects, new habits, new routines, new rituals, and to set new intentions. This new moon is in Scorpio, and Scorpio is the security-minded. The sign rules long-term resources, stocks, real estate investments, commissions, royalties, bonuses, and money, any type of money investments. It's ruled by Pluto, so we're talking destruction and transformation. This time is like a collective tower moment, I'd say. As we are searching for solutions at the root of the problem and kind of piercing through the veil of the illusions we put up to ourselves. So some of those illusions may be limiting beliefs. They may be relationships, circumstances, situations that we have ourselves in, or just a lot of stuff on our to-do list that stops us from actually, moving forward on what's really going to, implement change and action in our life. So during this time, think about it as soul searching, digging down deep in, connecting again with our soul to clearly align with our purpose. It's going to feel a little intense, but ultimately game-changing. This is an important time as we're 2 weeks before the lunar eclipse, and this serves as kind of a preview to the major shifts and shakeups that are going to happen towards the end of the year, so we can kind of get ourselves squared up for 2022. That is a big year for a lot of us, and we have to allow some of these things to kind of fall away, for us to release control so we can offer more space for the big things to kind of fill in. This is the widest window of the year after we just came from Halloween, and I just said that we have the lunar eclipse coming up. So it's really big right now. The veil is lifted, and it's very thin as we're able to, again, pierce through these illusions and see between our world and the unseen. It's where everything becomes kind of mushed together. So tune in. Allow your desires to flow, allow your ideas, the messages to come in, and allow that to happen with ease. Don't try to control or manipulate. It's going to be hard because we are going to feel so unrested by all of this energy that we are experiencing during the new moon, but it's important to allow it to flow with ease, because then we can finally ask ourselves, or not ask, we can answer, how can we move forward? Uranus is finally direct. Uranus is the planet for, revolution, change, groundbreaking, what's the word I'm looking for? Innovation. It's direct, so it's finally going with the flow, but it's squaring Saturn. Saturn is the planet for change and chaos, karma, and structure, and this tightened time is going to really be pressing on a lot of those things, right? So navigate this with ease, or not with ease, but to help navigate this energy, you're going to want to be giving yourself a lot of patience and a lot of compassion, right? So there's tension between this wanting to rebel and this change and chaos. So it's going to feel a little unrested on the inside, but be careful and cautious on how you choose to respond and react with people on the outside. That's where we're going to see a lot of growth and change, as well is how we are actually looking at those things and not allowing what's going on within here to affect what we are doing out here, right? Because this is going to point out our weak spots in our foundation, so we can finally repair and strengthen those areas. So it's not going to feel pleasant, but it's going to be very transformative if you allow it to happen. Do it. Because we're nudging, the planets in the universe are nudging us to examine our buried feelings, our buried beliefs, our imposed limitations, I should say, and use those as our guide for the way forward, if that makes sense. use this as our guide to how we will set our new intentions and how this will be our extreme makeover within to, again, transform the outside. The best way through this is going to be by observing and digging deep. Again, we're in Scorpio season, so embrace the digging capabilities of Scorpio and just allow it to happen. Allow the transformation to just take place. And while you're sitting through these uncomfy feelings, the best time to do that is now. Do it now. Get through these hard fears, these harsh beliefs, while all this energy is working with us, while it's supporting us. So later on, when we're trying to apply our energy in bigger, I wouldn't say bigger and better, but you know, bigger things, projects, stuff we're really excited about, we won't have to worry about, you know, these feelings, this unrest inside of us that kind of keeps us held back. It's good to just, you know, go with the flow of this. Allow it to just happen as it will. We have Uranus and Taurus as well, so that's telling us to expect the unexpected. And when we are talking about our finances, our joint resources, and our intimacy, it's moving us in a whole new direction of our money. So that's awesome, right? As much as, like, you know, the beginning of this was a little intense, you have the Uranus and Taurus is going to help us feel a little bit more calm, as well as Mercury, the planet of communication, that's in Libra, the sign for beauty and charisma and passion and relationships, with Venus in Sagittarius, Venus being the planet of love, Sagittarius being the sign of, you know, risk and travel and being bubbly and adventure. Those together, along with Uranus and Taurus, help cool the crazy to this, what's happening throughout the day, and make it easier to deal with and connect with ourselves, connect with those that we love, and share our ideas with those that we love. So the passion is cranked up today, so tap into it and apply it to what you are doing every day. And then, you know, as we're applying these new changes, ask ourselves, do we feel alive? When I wake up in the morning and I brush my teeth or I take my shower and I get ready for work, do I feel alive? Am I living? Or am I, you know, waking up and living a monotonous day that doesn't make me feel excited? Or am I excited to wake up and be me and express myself and my feelings? I have 6 little tips that are gonna kind of help us through that, with that, and along with this energy, just all in all. So 1, we are going to want to go through our closet, clean out some things, and take, you know, recycle, reset, recycle, and then go while you're at the, you know, go to Salvation Army, wherever you do your recycling of your clothes, and dig deep and maybe find something that we can add into our closet that helps us express ourselves in a new way. I know it sounds a little silly, but with us being in Taurus and in Scorpio, the push to express ourselves through our clothes and our individuality that way is here. And expressing yourselves through your wardrobe and what you wear every day is a really, you know, doesn't seem big on the surface, but is really actually impactful. And a simple little thing that you can do that just helps you feel like you, and not like you blend into everybody and everything else that is going on. Secondly, we're going to want to explore our eroticism. We are in Scorpio, and Scorpio is all about passion. It's all about your sexual energy and your sexuality. So explore that today. You know, maybe take some time and, you know, have a moment with yourself, or sit down with your partner. But, you know, have a moment with your partner and connect and share your energy, you know, today about the new intentions that you're setting. It's a really, you know, beneficial thing to do together, but also by yourself. And again, thinking about what we want to bring in while we're doing those things. Third one, we're going to want to embrace our shadow, embrace our fears, embrace the dark sides of ourselves, because those truly is where we are going to find the nuggets to what's going to help in, you know, influence this change. So embrace it, because that is a side of you that we don't light up all the time, and maybe we don't acknowledge. But today, we get to acknowledge, and we get to listen, and we get to find the good gold that is hiding in our own shadows. We're not looking at others, we're not looking at our parents, we're looking at ours. And then we're gonna want to, what's gonna be really helpful is building a portfolio. A portfolio of anything that is, you know, what you do and what you create. Build a portfolio of your money, your business. If you're an artist, a portfolio of your work, with, again, that Uranus being in Taurus, and it's helping us, you know, move in a whole new direction towards like our money making and things that we desire. It's important for us to just take a moment and admire that and kind of put it all into a place, because it'll help align our minds with, you know, these moves that are coming up, and help us get into that idea and understanding of, you know, what we're building, what we want, what more we wish to build, and how we can do that, and how can we move forward. Kind of joined in with this one is like looking at your funds strategically. Again, because Taurus has to do with a lot of that. And again, with it being Scorpio, we're talking about finances 100%. So we want to sit down and map it out. If you own a small business, write down your expenses, look at your rent, go back over maybe your bank accounts. Could you be spending any money, like any extra money that you didn't realize in regular day-to-day life? You know, do you have a Hulu account that you don't even listen to or watch? Do you have, you know, maybe YouTube TV? Go through and look at those things that you just didn't realize are still charging or on your account, or maybe like you spent too much eating food last month. But just take a moment and strategically look at what you have going on in your funds, and maybe plan and set some goals about what you would like to see change in the next month. So when we hit our new moon next month, we can kind of reflect and know, like, engage, you know, what we're doing, and if we've been doing, you know, the right things. But lastly, I would like to say, rise like a phoenix. As everything that is going to be crumbling and the chaos that is going to be stirred up through this new moon, take the moment to embrace it all and whatever is shown up, and choose the opportunity to rise above the circumstances. You know, what was it? I was doing my research for the new moon. There was an example of, what was it? Katy Perry got turned down by every single record label before she finally released I Kissed a Girl. Or same thing with like Jay-Z. Nobody wanted to sign him either. And then look at them now, and look at where they are. And they chose to take their circumstances, or even like, what was it, Michael Jordan? I'm not good with sports, but what he got, what was it? He didn't even make his high school basketball team, and then look at him now, look where he is now. He chose to rise from those circumstances and use it as fuel to, you know, again, rise above and change and transform his circumstances in a way that benefits him. So as you're moving throughout the day and you're feeling some of that, remind yourself that you're going to rise like a phoenix, and you're going to fly out of this, and you are going to use that fire, that energy, that limitless potential to be the momentum to move you forward into this new beginning. Because all in all, this moon is going to be a big catalyst for change if you allow it. If you feel like you're in this in-between state, like you're in purgatory and you just don't know where to go, you're just kind of, this will be the spark to your transformation and momentum towards your clarity. So relax, breathe, allow this reset to happen, allow your mind to be at ease, and you know, all you have to do is observe, dig deep, and figure out what you want to, and figure out the new intentions you want to set for this month. Don't put any more pressure on yourself than that. Connect to things that, you know, you desire and are passionate about, and that's really all the day has to be. It doesn't need to be anything bigger or smaller, but just pay attention to that your emotions you're a little more heightened today throughout the day. Before we leave, I want to do 5 journal prompts, 2 mantras, and an affirmation card. I like to do 3 mantras, but I feel like an affirmation card and 3 mantras is kind of a lot. So we're gonna do 2 mantras and an affirmation. So our first journal prompt is, how will I set solid goals to transform my ideas into reality? All right, number 2, Am I hiding any talents in my shadows? 3, am I authentically expressing myself? That's where the clothes come in. 4, what helps you stay grounded during periods of change? And 5, how would you describe this phase of your life? All right. And then I'm gonna shuffle these, pull an affirmation, say the mantras, then say the affirmation. Okay. Oh. Okay. I release what no longer serves me, and I embrace my healing process. 2, I glow with the energy of my passionate self. And 3, manifesting is the creative process of aligning with the energy of the universe to co-create an experience that elevates my spirit and the spirit of the world. Yes, because that's what we're doing. We are aligning ourselves this month. We are getting rid of all the bullshit that no longer serves and really getting ourselves squared up and ready, emotionally and mentally about, where we want to go and what we want to do. So I'm excited. I hope you guys have a great new moon, set some new intentions, practice a new ritual, take a bath. But I will see you guys on the daily tarot readings. I love you. If you'd like to know more about me, what I have going on, you can check out my website, ashleyrose.com. The links are in the description. I'll see you guys later.